In Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida. As a moment ago, the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Washington football team. Turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Oh, look at that. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. He'll look to throw. That's out to the flat for Gibson. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be Dolphin football. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10, right at the 30. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Now a handoff looking right. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Tackle made by Chase Young.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And now here's a carry heading left. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. We're scoreless after 1. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Tua going to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Carter. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. Tua now, 3rd and goal. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jamin Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play. 2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And some room to maneuver. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 47 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. David Onyemata there on the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Flush to his right. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms. And when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention. Because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
He'll look to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And it's 3-0 Washington. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you...
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot.
And this throw will be intercepted. Snags it for the pick, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
Trucks over him, and inside the 20 before he's brought down. 52 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On play action, here's Tua. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here, and that will be incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Take it at the 37. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. And there we saw rolling right out of the pocket. Maybe his momentum taking him toward that sideline led him a little too far.
Yeah, that is difficult, isn't it? Plus, you're closing down your space, right? You're shortening the field for your receivers. And their inclination is to go towards the sidelines as fast as the quarterback is as well. Hard for them to throttle down and leave themselves with enough room to stay in bounds and catch the ball.
Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. 73 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. Looking to pass. Tua. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. It'll be a gain of 5. And it'll bring up a 2nd down. Tua sets up to pass it. Over the middle, complete. It's Carter. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Tua. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Taken on the midfield logo. So possession goes over here on the punt. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
On 2nd down, It's Gibson. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
He's got it to Gibson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield. You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back. Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Gibson again. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Washington on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. They're going to look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. That catch good for only a couple.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
Hey, we got 3 out.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Tua. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Watch that in. That is right.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. 2 to throw again. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him, complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Now Tua. And he will find his man on the outside. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
From the gun, it's Tua. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kendall Fuller. Scoring has really been at a premium. And, Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense, too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. Able to bust through the tackle, but not much to show for it. Still inside the 5. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Washington on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. Room here to run. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. The 30. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. 154 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. 86 yards on the play. First down, Washington. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. They'll run with Gibson. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8-up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Takes it at the 7. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? He's going to let it fly. And this one is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Two to throw. And he'll be brought down after a gain of about 9, and compounding things, it's now 3rd down as well. One final try for Tagovailoa. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste, and that will write a finish to this ball game.